Alright guys, welcome back to the Squat Shop. We're doing now for the 2006 F150 XLT 5.4 liter V8 Triton. As you seen in the last video, if you watched it, the power steering line blew. So what we have here is the steering gear where it connects in. There's a plate that holds both these lines in. It's a 10 millimeter. So your best bet is you turn the steering wheel all the way to the left, remove the tire, jack it up, and you can get right in here to get this out. It's just one bolt right here, as you can see. So right there's that bolt right there. That's one line. That's your second line behind there. And you take this plate out, and these will pull right out. They might not just pull right out. Obviously I'm in New York, we got salt and snow and everything, so it's just gonna make it a little bit more difficult. So you gotta watch, because there's a brake line here and your 4x4 vacuum hose that actuates into here. So if you break that, your four-wheel drive will not work, and then you gotta get a whole kit, or you can kind of run a tube over it and zip tie it on to get your vacuum back, which I wouldn't suggest, but whatever works to get your own on the road, that's yours. That's your call. So we're gonna get this off, and I'll get right back to you guys. Alright guys, so we got that 10 millimeter bolt out from there. It's right here. I just sprayed a little bit of a liquid wrench right on there. That way it kind of sits. I don't know, I just keep them in there, that way it kind of eats away that rust that's on the head of the bolt. So I'm gonna put that right in just like that. And see, that is where that came out. There's that metal plate. So what I'm gonna do is take my little pry bar, see if I can do this holding the phone, and show you at the same time we get position. So right there, so kind of see how that's kind of moving. All right, it's gonna bend, but obviously it comes with new plates, so you don't have to worry about that. Make sure you double check that you have new plates before you sit here and womp this out, because I do not know if they sell them separately. I'm guessing they probably do, but you're probably gonna have to go to Ford or something like that, because I haven't seen any online for anywhere else. So I'm gonna get this pulled out, and then we'll show you pretty much going from there what you have to do to pull these lines out. So I'll be right back, guys. Alright, so I got that piece off from there. That little arm piece that connects the bottom part, the bottom line right here, it's actually on that. So what you'll do is you'll take your pry bar, you'll come in, and this piece right here will be right here. So you're actually going to pry that back. So first you'll want to go in, put it in here, pry it back a little bit. If you can just pry it right back, then you should be good. But if it sticks for you like it did for me, I literally just sat here and pried it back, tapped the hammer, got it up in here, and then just popped it back. And when it came loose, this came loose, and I literally just came in and just pried it back, and this line popped right out. So now the bottom might give me a little trouble, so I'm going to tap that a couple times, put this against it, tap it with the hammer, see if it kind of loosens it up. If not, I'll have to get vice grips and kind of wiggle it out and pry it out from there. So just hold tight for me, and we'll show you right after this, guys. Alright, so I'm going to show you how I'm going to tap this out here. What I do is I tapped this a little bit, got it kind of loose, and I came down here where this curve is, and I actually kind of tapped that outwards. Look at that, worked it right out. See how that inside's freaking beautifully clean? The other one's kind of dirty. We'll get that one done next. So, alright, we'll go on to the next thing, guys. Alright, so here is the cooler line. That's the one that we pulled out from the knuckle. So right here, there's actually a clamp. I don't know how this one pops. Grip screwdriver. I might just pry from there. Yeah, so you just get in here and kind of twist it and it pops right out from there. So you want to pull that, and that line will come out from right there. But as you can see how loose this is, that one just spins right off. So you're going to put the hose, obviously turn it down so it goes into your bucket right here. So it's going to get messy and dirty, so obviously don't reuse the fluid. So I'm going to turn that. Let's grab, see if these needle nose will work. Good old Walmart Stanley ones. Hey, $5 does the job, right? It's hard doing this laying down with one hand. Let's see if we can position this up for you guys. So what we'll do, get this clip taken out, pull this back. That's on there good. I guess I'm gonna pull the clip this way. Alright, just don't forget the clips there, guys. Obviously if you use it or anything like that. So get this off, just grab it, kind of give her a little spin. She's got the lock piece on there, which that should have been covered by the hose. It shouldn't have been up to it. If you bring it right over that, it'll give you a nice lock seal. So you set that right on there. And I would actually get another, an extra connector, the ones that you screw in, the bands, clamps. And then I would definitely go over it, clamp it here, and then do your initial clamp there. That way it doesn't pull, but that gives you a better seal. Obviously there's one here too. So it's really up to your judgment. Of what you want to do with it. I like to go kind of double precaution, seeing that everything's under pressure. If one kind of goes, it pulls from the other one. So we'll just leave this clamp right here. That way if we need it, I'm not sure if the other ones have it. This fluid's like black. It's red, but in some spots, obviously the gook's kind of in there. What we'll do is there's a bolt here and a bolt over here. I'm going to show you guys. This is to mount this tube cooler. So there's one here and one there. I'm pretty sure they are 7 or an 8. So I'll grab right now. Got mine. The best thing for these, especially getting that gear in there, the parts up from there, get a ratcheting wrench like these. That way you're not in there twisting, pulling back, twisting, pulling back, twisting, pulling back. The 8 fits on there, but it's a little loose, so we're gonna try the 7, guys. Nope, it's gonna be the 8. It's probably just rusted and a little soft, so we'll get this on there. Obviously you can use a socket for these, but this isn't coming off too bad. So before I break this loose a little bit, if yours doesn't break loose, obviously use penetrant first. Let me get this other one up here. Sorry with the camera view, guys. Kind of work with 2 hands, so get these broke free a little bit, and then we're gonna throw some penetrant on there and let it sit for a couple minutes. That way it kind of gives it open, gives a little area for it to run into. So grab our handy dandy liquid wrench, give her a little zap, give this one a little zap, boop boop boop, let those sit for a minute. So got those. The other line, we obviously need to take this off, so that is going to be the 10 for this plastic casing. So we'll grab a socket with a 10. Oops, drop the phone. And we're going to get these off and get this plastic piece out of the way for that oil. The oil drip kind of died. So get that off. I'll get this guy off and I'll get right back to you guys. Alright guys, so there's 2 bolts, one there, one there. Undo those, 10 millimeter. and then you should be able to slide this bad boy right out of there. Make sure you put that back on, because this is your oil drip pan, so that helps you from getting oil and everything on there. That other line that we did is right here. That's that metal piece that I was talking about. It swivels. Obviously it's not swiveling because it's rusted. And then there's actually a band here that holds onto it, and it's pretty rusted. So that holds this line in place, which is going to be your main gear to pump line. So what you're going to do is you're going to want to take that bracket right here off, and you're going to do all this after you take this off. That way you got more room to kind of work in there. As you can see, this line is destroyed. This is the one that goes up to the actual fill at the top. So we're going to let this sit and kind of drip into the pan, and then we're going to get this taken off, and I'll show you that in a second. Alright guys, so when you pull this hose off from the filler, that's the hose right there, it comes off from there. There's actually a clip down here that you're going to take off, or it won't come off at all, so you got to make sure you take that off, and then this whole cooler tube will pull right out. Okay, so I broke the idler pulley. Obviously this is the original one from Ford. This is the aftermarket one. I didn't go with the $80 one. I went with the Duralast one. It was like 40 bucks, but for a 2006 F150 XL. Alright guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and the videos are right down in the bottom right corner right here. You can click right here, hit the subscribe, go hit the notification button, and likes on the videos. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for stopping by the Squatch Shop. Part 2 will be posted soon. Thank you.